As our name indicates, here at Ferraris Online, we specialize in Ferraris and other European exotics. But once in a while, we get asked to sell something a little out of our norm. And I gladly jump at the opportunity to work with something outside my realm of expertise. So when I was asked to consign this 1946 Chevy Apple truck, I was more than happy to undertake the task. I know I just called this the Chevy Apple truck, and that's its nickname. The technical name is the Chevy 6400 2-ton truck, and it has a gross vehicle weight rating of 15,000 pounds. You can fill the back of this truck with just big blocks of cement. You could tow whatever you want. This thing is a workhorse, and it's awesome. I personally have a little bit of a thing for these kind of trucks. I own a 1950 Willys pickup truck, and it has the same granny gear. It has the same floor starter. A lot of the little fun facts and features of the car, of this truck, share with my Willys. When I was asked to sell this truck, I was just super excited to show you guys all about it. This truck has 3 speeds, but it also has a granny gear. Think of that like it has 4 speeds, but first gear, the granny gear, is very high revving and a lot of torque, but not a lot of horsepower. So that is the gear you use if you're trying to pull a large load or pull a stump or a tree out of the ground, something like that. You put it in the granny gear, and that gives it that extra torque to be able to pull stuff and get the big giant truck moving. I mean, it is very heavy on its own, and then you load it up. It also has a 2-speed rear end. The 2-speed rear end you can think of like a towing speed and a normal driving speed. So it has that really awesome granny gear that I love in my Willys truck, and you can put it in that granny gear and literally get out of the car and walk next to it, and it will just slowly trundle along like it's nothing. The main question would be, what do you do with this truck? Traditionally, it was a farm truck, and that's what it usually is still used for today. So if you have a hobby farm and need to haul around bales of hay, or if you have a winery and need to haul around all the wine barrels, or anything like that, this is the perfect truck. And the current owner of this car actually used it at Thermal, which is a private racetrack here in California, and would haul around parts and tires. And so it takes kind of a mundane activity like hauling around tires in the back of a truck into something a lot more fun and unique and eclectic, and it just makes it a little bit more exciting. This is definitely a different pace than the cars we normally deal in. This is not a high-speed car. It's not a performance fast car, obviously, but it is so much fun, and it's powerful in a different kind of way. The torque available from this truck can move anything. And I mean, really, driving this around town, you feel so big and kind of in charge. It's really fun. It's just this big truck, and it's pretty, and it catches your eye, but in such a different way than the normal cars we deal with. So this is definitely a lot of fun. This truck does take a little bit of patience. So for example, when you're shifting right now, press in the clutch, it's in neutral, and then you glide it into 3rd gear. And that's how you get it to not grind. Otherwise, if you just try and go from gear to gear, it is gonna grind on you. So it takes a second to get used to it, but with a little patience and understanding of what this truck is, it's not hard to drive. It just has its little fun quirks that you have to get used to. This Apple truck has the 235 cubic inch inline-six engine in it. As you would expect from a truck like this, it is a torque monster of an engine. One of the really great things about Chevys in particular, and this truck, is the simplicity and the affordability to work on them. A truck like this was built to last and built to be a workhorse. And it has so many years of life left in it. A lot of times they were left in a field and rusted away. And luckily this truck has escaped that fate. So it has so many more hauls, so many more loads and trips to enjoy left in it, and all left there for the next owner to discover. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this bit different video than our normal. And if you like this, please subscribe and stay tuned because we got a lot more coming very soon.